Project management is the planning, organizing, and managing the efforts to accomplish a successful project. Every project needs a project manager. Someone will be scrutinizing even the tiniest detail in order to achieve their goal. We conducted an interview with a project manager at City Mall Imus in order to get additional insights on what it's like to be a project manager.
What is my leadership style? For me, I would describe my leadership style as a leader that can provide. What I mean by this, you can provide instruction, you can provide knowledge, you can provide them on how to do this specific task. With that, you have to gain first the experience to do that before you can provide anything to your employees or to your team members. Okay. In the future, you can give them your confidence, your trust, and better coordination with you, the project manager, and your team leader provides better results to your project. The most important skill that you need to succeed in being a project manager, for me and in my field, you have to always be hungry. By hungry meaning, you always have to be not satisfied with your previous ideas. You always have to strive better. After your project, do an evaluation with your team, formulate recommendation that will lead to better projects that you can implement in the future. Always strive for the best. First of all, you have to know the market. Uh, what what age group are in this specific area? How many boys? How many girls? How rich is that area? What is the buying power of the people? Okay, then from your area, for me, sometimes to a five mile radius study within the area, and I'll study it for like I don't know until I get enough data for my marketing strategy. Then after that, I will be formulating my budget. I will be formulating my final idea for the project, and any other ideas that comes after that. Not everyone's ideas are good, including me. So I have to know what they're thinking, and if their ideas are in line with the project, then maybe we can incorporate that to the project and mash up our ideas together, and hopefully we get a good result. But that is still under review for me. So I will take some of their ideas, especially the good ones, especially the things that we agree, then come up with a new ideas influencing the opinions that we have. So everyone gets a pitch in the idea that we will have, and everyone's gonna be good. And I don't want to have some employees not coordinating with me because I didn't listen to the ideas. So a good teamwork gets good results. How do I handle a team member who's not productive? Well, for projects, any project that I do is business to me. So first of all, you have to know what's the problem. Ask them what's wrong. You can never know what's the problem or what he or she is going through right now. So if they tell that they have some personal problem, you have to tell them that they have to avoid affecting those problems with their job. Always wear their white cap. Be professional in everything that they do, especially in a project where they get their daily wages. Okay, so if they still don't do that, you can give them all the prep talk they need, but the change to be from not productive to productive is always gonna be with them. It's their decision. So if they can't be productive, for me, I would give them some time off. Then, if they come back to me and still, it's still not, he or she is still not productive, then I have to lay he or she off on the job, because we're doing projects here. As I've said, we have to wear white caps and be professional. And for me, I want my project to go well and to have good results. And if that employee is still not productive, they will hinder the project, the process, and even the results. So for me, worst case scenario is to lay them off. And the best case scenario, if they go back to me and be productive, then I'm gonna keep them. How do I delegate tasks? First of all, you have to know your employees, know their strengths and weaknesses. Then, for every position that you can give the employee, make sure that his strengths is in accordance with that position. So everything that he do, you have confidence and you can trust the people. For me, includes manpower, of course your budget, your equipment, and the overall things you need for a project. So first of all, we have to work with the personnel or your manpower. So you have to know their strengths and weaknesses and allocate where they can perform well. And by doing that, you have to know the strengths. Then, secondly, you have the budget, which is mostly cash. So you have to allocate, know the price of the market within the area, and be careful not to over budget, because over budgeting can cause some implications after the project. And thirdly, your equipment. You have to ensure that your equipment is maybe top of the line or in good condition, because there are so many things that can happen in an event. There are some variables that you have to think. First of all, the controlled variables, and the second is the uncontrolled. Controlled meaning you can control what's happening. This includes what I've stated: the people, the budget, the equipments, and some assets similar to that. Secondly is the uncontrolled variable. This includes the weather, the traffic, and some unforeseen events in your event. So we have to minimize the uncontrolled measures. So you have to get quality people. You have to ensure that your budget is within the allocated and not to over budget, and your equipment is in good condition. Well, for projects, any project that I do is business to me. You have to always be hungry, be professional in everything that they do, especially in a project. You can give them all the prep talk they need, but the change to be from not productive to productive is always gonna be with them. It's their decision. You have to know the market. What age group are in this specific area? How rich is that area? What is the buying power of the people after your project? Do an evaluation with your team. So everyone gets a pitch in the idea that we will have, and everyone's gonna be good. Formulate recommendation that will lead to better projects that you can implement in the future. Good teamwork gets good results. Always strive for the best.
Coming round again, you want a dose of this right now? It's 88.